You're listening to 10 Questions with a Teacher with Charlie Mosiat and Jack Castle.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the 10 Questions podcast. I'm Charlie Mosiat, and I'm joined by my co-host, Jack Castle.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to check out the show at Twitter at the 10 Questions Pod. Follow the show and give us your suggestions.
On today's show, we are joined by math teacher, Miss DelCore. How you doing, Miss DelCore?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
All right, we'll hop right into the questions. Miss DelCore, what got you into the teaching?
So my dad was inner city school teacher for 33 years in Buffalo, and I used to sit in the back of his classroom when I was little, and I used to watch him teach, and it inspired me. It was just such a wonderful dynamic between him and his students, and I love listening to him, and I love math, and I figured why not become a math teacher.
It's cool seeing different perspectives of, especially growing up, seeing students from an inner city town. Must be completely different from Norwell.
Yeah, I actually started in inner city. I was there for 2 years teaching
before that's awesome.
I came out to this area. So yeah, it was definitely different.
What keeps you motivated as a teacher?
So I genuinely want students to do well. And I just keep changing what I do to improve it, to reach the learners and try and mix it up as much as possible. So given that drive to see them really do well and to really understand the material, that really truly motivates me.
It's really good. I know it's hard to keep students motivated, especially. That's typically a very challenging aspect of a teacher's job, it seems like. But what would you say is your most challenging aspect?
Yeah, so along with that, I would say instilling confidence in my students that they can actually, because I teach math and I teach some pretty tough maths, and to make them understand that, I'm giving them the tools and they can do this. They can, be successful, and they just have to keep working at it, and I'm there to support them. But I would say probably one of the most challenging aspects of my job is just, instilling that confidence in their abilities.
Yeah, definitely. What kind of student were you in high school personally?
So I was a competitive runner. I ran throughout my entire high school career as well as in college, and so I ran 3 seasons, which really organized my time. Like I had to crack down on the books at a certain time of day, otherwise it just wouldn't get done. So I was a good student. I was a hard worker student, but I also, tried to be as active as possible in my school. I had 489 students in my school for my graduating class, and so it was a really big graduating class, which really allowed me to meet a lot of different people and kind of break out of my shell.
It's impressive. It's one of the hardest things being a student athlete, especially honing in onto, because you're not going to be able to do or work on your homework and schoolwork at a time that seems normal, which is impressive that you were able to do that.
Yeah.
Question number 5, if you were not a teacher, what would you be doing currently?
So I was a math major in college, and so I always thought maybe I'd go and be an actuary, but I started my practicum in my junior year, and then I continued on with my student teaching in my senior year of college, and I just really enjoyed that experience. And that actually was when the TI graphing calculators were just coming out, and so not to date myself, but that's true. And I was using that during my student teaching, and I just saw so many different possibilities that with integrating it into the math curriculum, that I thought, wow, this is really exciting and new, and I really want to take this on. So I decided not to be an actuary and go into teaching instead.
Nice. And kind of a switch of directions, what are you currently listening to? Podcasts, music?
Yeah, so I'm a 90s girl. I love my 90s music, and Captain Marvel just came out, so that made me pull out the Nirvana and
nice.
Desiree and REM. So I started listening to that recently. Before that, for St. Patrick's Day, I was listening to the Chieftains and Cranberries, and so I like to mix it up. It's always on a mix, and but yeah, I stick to like Pearl Jam and.
I like it. 90s is cool. I'm a big 90s fan, especially 90s hip hop. I know Jack's a little bit more of a earlier music kind of guy, but
yeah, I saw Pearl Jam over the summer.
They were great in concert, weren't
Yeah,
they?
did you see them?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If your life was a movie, what would be your theme song?
So I'd have to say "The Climb" by Miley Cyrus, and one of the reasons why is it's always been an uphill climb for me. I got into teaching as soon as I graduated from college, and as I mentioned, I was in the city of Buffalo for my first 2 years, and I had some friends in this area, so I decided to interview out this way. And during my interview, it was in Duxbury and at the high school, and the principal told me, he's like, don't go anywhere, don't go back to Buffalo, you're teaching tomorrow. So I had to find a place to live. I had to figure out, my expenses, how I was going to rent a place, and as well as, for the next couple of days, get some clothes. So,
Short notice.
yeah. So
Wow.
it's always been that way, but I think it's what I love about teaching too, is to be able to really show students that, you work hard at something, it's that uphill climb, but you can achieve your goals, you can achieve great things.
It's really motivational. It's a good theme song.
Getting real personal with this next one. School lunch or brown bag from home?
Well, I sit at my desk, I don't have a lot of time, so it's definitely the brown bag from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same way too. I can't do the school lunch.
I usually only do school lunch because I wake up too late in the morning and I have to drive with my brother. So
Easy.
hop in the car and then I don't have time to make lunch. All right, so we're gonna hop into 2 wildcard questions today. Miss DelCore, would you like to flip over one of
Okay,
these?
sure.
Or one of them,
Yep.
and just read the question out loud. if you
Okay,
don't
what
mind.
do you do on the weekends? So on the weekends, I spend as much time with my family as possible. We're pretty busy during the week, and they're really what's most important to me. So we take a walk probably every Saturday morning with the dog, and we go out for runs together. We go skiing together. We do, we golf together. We go to movies. So we just went to go see Captain Marvel on Sunday. So that's pretty much what I do on my weekends. And now that they're older, my schedule pretty much revolves around them. Like this next weekend, we're going to be at the middle school production all weekend. So
that's exciting.
yeah. But that's pretty much what we do. We spend time together.
Well, that's pretty
Neat.
good.
Alrighty,
She's
move
got
on.
one more.
Oh yeah, we can grab another wildcard question.
Okay. What are you currently watching? So I'm a little boring in this department. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I really enjoyed Stranger Things on
That's-
Netflix.
I don't blame you.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Stranger Things
that
is an
was
excellent
that was
show.
really great. That
Yeah.
actually did hold my interest.
Mhm.
And The Mindhunter's out right now, so that's another good series. Just for if I'm just sitting in front of the TV, I'll turn on Big Bang or watch
Big Bang's really good.
like an old SNL
Mhm.
episode.
Yeah.
Old
love
SNL's
my
really good, too.
SNLs. So
Never get bored of those.
that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well,
All right. Well, there are our 10 questions. Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can follow us on Twitter. Feel free to like and subscribe at 10 Questions Pod. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Mrs. DelCore.
Later.
Thank you, guys.